Hello there, chat. Happy Monday, chat. It's the beginning of the week. How's everyone doing? Starting off the week correct, chat. Let's see here. What are we playing today, chat? It's Monday. It's Monday Mayhem. We're playing something that I spotted right before the stream. Had a card in it that I could not resist. So we are going to be playing some Pride of the Clouds brew from Cackfiend. Cackfiend. If you hit exclamation deck list, you'll find them in Modern Magic. Cackfiend here. Took it to a PPTQ. A lot of people liked it, and what I normally look for is something a little bit out there. The reason that I grabbed this one though was because when reviewing Cackfiend's Tapped Out, which is in that Reddit link, you have the deck list, has a little bit of a maybe board. Usually things stop here. But we have updates, chat. We have 924, which just happened. They give their rundown. We have 918, we have 713, we have 529, 515, 513, 58, and 51. Chat, I don't know if that was the inception, but on May 1st of this year, Cackfiend put something in motion, and this is what we've got. So we're going to play it. I read part of the report. I didn't have time for the full thing, but we'll go over what's going on here and explain why I grabbed it. We'll play some friendly leagues and see how we do, and maybe I'm going to go ahead and post it for the person. Maybe. It gives them some insights. Who knows? Who knows? All right, what do we have here? So I've called it Pride of the Flying Clouds. Vial Fliers is also in the description as well, and things with Pride of the Clouds. We'll get to that card in a minute. In the iteration, he has 21 lands. He or she has 21 lands. A lot of Esper colors here: Flood, Strand, Dark Slick. A couple shock lands. Actually, one of each. Vault, which was mentioned that hasn't really used it much yet. Hoping to use that in the Spirit's Mirror. We have Maelstrom Wanderer, which is kind of good against the burn matchups and also pumps itself when other spirits come into play. Fatal Push for the removal of the creatures, and Aether Vial. Now, in the 2 slot, this is where things get a little interesting. We have Selfless Spirit and Spell Stutter Sprite. Now these are Spirit and a Wizard, so we have this little bit of counter magic here. Kind of interesting because we can counter things on 1 and then maybe on 2. Maybe. We have Bitter Blossom, so that helps. So now we're looking at 2 or 3. So we have this kind of counter tempo control little package here in these 8 cards. Then we have Collective Brutality, and then we have Kite Sail Freebooters, which I kind of like this quite a bit. We have the ETB Humans Pirate that most people are familiar with. However, it's completely not in the human shell, and it's being kind of sidekicked here with fairies and spirits. This will be our Thoughtseize or Inquisition, but it's sitting on a creature, which can be protected by Selfless Spirit or Spell Stutter Sprites. Pretty sweet. Spell Quellers as well to protect Vendilion Clicks to protect the hand. A little top end here with Sorin. That's a 4 mana. That's why 21 lands works for 4, for mainly 3 and below. We have Looter Scooter down here. Looter Scooter, and we have a Zealous Persecution. Until end of turn, creatures you control get +1/+1, and your opponents get -1/-1. A Anti-Wrath to creatures. And finally, Pride of the Clouds. But real quick, Zale with that Twitch Prime in 9 months. 9 months. Welcome back, Zale. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. Some howls in the chat for you. Finally, Pride of the Clouds. So this is the card that brought me to the deck. So I'm going to pull it up here so it's invisible. I actually have a bird EDH deck. This one is actually in there. It's the honorary bird because it makes birds. Had to wait 2 days before resubbing. Dang. Had to wait, man. Had to wait. So Pride of the Clouds gives +1/+1 for each creature with flying, which is, I believe, every single creature, even the looter scooter. And it has the sweet, sweet ability of forecast, which maybe is not the reason we're going to run it, but this is why I have it in my bird tribal, is you can forecast. So reveal Pride of the Clouds from your hand. You're paying 2, a white and a blue, and you create a 1/1 white, blue, and bird, blue-white bird token with flying. So it's sort of like a mini Pride of the Clouds, basically, except it's instead of an elemental cat, it's a bird. Real sweet. We'll see if we use the forecast or if we just jam it as a 2-mana lord. It is the 2-mana lord versus like a favorable winds, which you could do as well in this. Sideboard. Paths for more creatures, but maybe bigger creatures than what Fatal Push can deal with. Rest in peace for the graveyard deck. Selfless Spirit for probably the control. Ernby, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. I appreciate your support as well. Some howls there for you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Welcome back to the Wolf Pack, I believe, right? You're a welcome back, right? We've had you around. Stony Silence for those artifacts. Bantu's Reckoning, which I'm not really sure what this one's in here for, other than we can untap Aether Vial and kind of get our opponent a little bit if we need the sweeper. Another Kite Sail Freebooter, so that's kind of like for the control matchup, I imagine. Collective Brutality as well for control. Surgical Extraction, which is really good. Anti-Graveyard and also a little bit of control. Engineer Explosives as an alternate Wrath effect. And Damping Sphere for those Tron matchups, Storm matchups, and maybe a few other pieces. That's the review, chat. Let's get into games. And by the way, welcome, chat. It's Monday, kicking off our week. Let's go. No favorable wins. I know. Real quick, chat. A little shout out. A little shout out to the favorable wins, chat. There's got to be a reason. There's got to be a reason, chat. Let's go. Let's play. Let's see here. The league season is ending soon. Magic is reminding me to finish this league in 2 days, chat. I don't believe it'll take us 2 days, but we will see. We will see. There might be a case to play favorable wins instead of a Sorin, but Sorin's giving our creatures lifelink, so that's pretty good. Based on the meta and stuff, the Zealous Persecution is kind of like a temporary one and can kind of like help us remove opponent flyers. The question would be, is Zealous Persecution here worth it all the time? But our deck creator has put in, since May, at least, several reports, as we noted. And so we're going to respect that. They've done some real good research and thought. We're going to run this, the 75. Hopefully I can find a league game. I don't believe the games will go too long, because this seems like a little bit of a really good tempo and just smash face. But we'll see. Pride of the Clouds walked airplane. Heck yeah. Zealous might be the first card you board out in a lot of matchups. It very well could be. It very well could be beats. That's the one thing I didn't get to run through their PPTQ report. If you want to read that along with us, definitely hit !decklist. It should be the Reddit post as long as I updated Nightbot. And we'll go from there. We got the play, chat. Got the play. We have Fatal Push, Maelstrom Wanderer, Bitter Blossom, and a Spell Queller. Yeah, this seems solid, chat. We'll lead with Swamp, Aether Vial, past turn. Plan to play Bitter Blossom turn 2 and Maelstrom Wander. Yep. I think this is good. Get that up to 3 for the Spell Queller. Yep. I don't know. Chat feels good. Burn. Goblin Guide. Well, we'll get rid of that soon. Chat. Swamp. Vial. Opponent scoops out of confusion. Alright, I gotta work with Aether Vial triggers, chat. We have many chances to punt here. Oh no, mono. No mono red prison. No, this is Monday, man. Yes, please stick up here. Collective Brutality is a really good one as well here. I'm kind of hesitant to play Bitter Blossom down because it loses us life. We could also just Collective Brutality here and discard the extra land here. That might not be a bad idea. I say discard the extra land. We kind of want the Spell Queller, though. I don't know. Pitch Bitter Blossom's probably the correct play, right, chat? We don't want to be taking damage. Alright, let's do that. We're going to go get a basic island, and I can get a basic forest with the... Or not a basic forest, basic plains with this. Keep the damage minimal from our fetches. Grab an island here, and let's escalate 2 modes here. Now we want to escalate 3 modes? Or just pitch the bitter. Kill this, take a card. That's gain of 3 life. We could gain a little more. Escalate all the way. Maybe like get rid of this fatal push as well. What are we getting rid of if we escalate all the way? I think escalating all the way is what we want. But where are we going with this? What do you think we're pitching here? So, reveal, remove, and loss of life. You think Wander? Wander could be a counter, basically a counter to a 2-mana spell that we're about to get hit with. People like pitching the Wander. Alright, I'm down with that. I like this as a counter, personally. We kind of have the lands. I mean, I'm gonna get Spell Queller on 3 at some point. I'm gonna pitch the land, chat. I feel like this is like pseudo 2 counter spells here. I'm gonna pitch the land. You guys are gonna disagree with me, but I'm gonna pitch the land. We have this Aether Vial. We'll get to Spell Queller. We're not dying here anytime soon. All right. We have Rift Bolt, Lightning Bolt, and Lava Spike here. I let them keep Lava Spike for sure. What am I doing? Just a Lightning Bolt probably, because these take a little bit longer. I think it's just take Bolt. All right, and now we know what we're working against. And if they get a little frisky here and they go suspend Rift Bolt, play Lava Spike, I might just counter the Lava Spike. Could just counter it, chat. We don't need this Fatal Push anytime soon. Wooded Foothills cracked. Suspends both Rift Bolts. Alright, that's fair. Let's go ahead and put our Wander into play. Alright, let's tick up Aether Vial. Yes, please. Oh gosh, chat. Bitter Blossom round 2. Let's see here. So they have Lava Spike plus Wooded Foothills and Unknown card. We're not countering anything. Is Bitter Blossoms too greedy here? Is Bitter Blossoms too greedy here? We play Bitter Blossom here. We take 1. We're going to take 6. We're going to be 13, 12, then 11, then 10. Yeah, I'm at 10. 10 with 1 unknown card. So 10, I can block 1 spell. It's too greedy, people are saying. But are we just dying here in a bunch of turns if I can't get board out? So they'll go to 16. then 15, then we're able to hit with everything at that point. I've taken 2 damage. I think we can attack for sure. It probably is too greedy. We can swing. Fatal Push can do its thing here. I want to get a Bitter Blossom down, but I... Seems greedy, doesn't it, chap? Seems greedy. Bitter Blossom's probably what we want to be taking out. We thought too long, chat. Our opponent's gone to get lunch or something. Gone to get lunch. This spirits person doesn't know what they're doing. Alright. Go ahead and skip to their turn. I don't think Bitter Blossom's a good card to play here. It would be okay, I guess, with the spell stutter sprites we can draw, which maybe is a reason to go ahead and jam it out here. We'll allow these to both hit us. Alright, we're at 13. Swift Spear here. That's fine. Land. Lava Spike. It's fine. One unknown card here. At least we get to Fatal Push this, chat. Boom. Goodbye. Goodbye. Alright, that felt good here. Alright, we'll get this Aether Vial up to 3. Our opponent has 1 card. We're gonna have a Spell Queller and a Bitter Blossom. Maybe it is time to just jam Bitter Blossom here. Oh, chat. We're doing that instead. Alright, and we can safely kind of do this here because Wanderer can protect and so can Spell Queller. I don't mind taking a peek at what this last card is. Show me that Helix, opponent. Skullcrack. I guess it's just gonna grab it. I don't pick. Thank you. Bam. Alright. Took the Skullcrack, chat. Opponent is empty-handed. Whew. Oh, it's a good feeling to be at 10 life. That's a good card, chat. Alright, we've F6 to our opponent's turn. If they were going to like Helix or anything here, we could definitely Spell Queller. There's a little bit of a chain reaction that can happen with our Spell Queller getting hit and so on and so forth. What is this deck called? Exclamation point deck list will get you a little bit of the information about the deck. Created by Cackfiend. Opponent has nothing. It's Pride of Clouds list. Alright, we're not going to move Aether Vial up anymore. 3 is a fine number. Go ahead and play our island. I think we just swing here, chat. Is there an argument to playing Bitter Blossom? Is that still too greedy here? One's gonna be at 13. We play this out. We're gonna go to 9. 10's probably safer to be at. We'll just play the slow game. Esper Human Fairy Spirits. Yeah, kind of, with an Elemental Cat thrown into the mix. Searing Blaze here. I would like to grab this, please. Nice. Alright. We won't move up here. Perfect draw, chat. Sort of perfect draw. It counters a 1 mana spell. Actually, no, it's fairies. We don't have any extra fairies here. reason to have Bitter Blossom down. Maybe Bitter Blossom's where you need to be, chat. Shame there's no shadow of doubt. And now we're going nice and deep there. I like it, but our deck creator has put some thought into this, and I can see it paying off so far, chat. It's a fine-tuned list, and I like a good fine-tuned list. Oh boy, here. All right, Helix. I could attempt to counter this. That's not going to get me very far, though. The one thing that I could do here is they don't have a land, and so I can attempt to counter, because this is going to come after Searing Blaze and negate this damage. Right? Deal 1 damage to target player or planeswalker. To target creature that player or planeswalker controls. It's not a whole lot I'm doing here, right? Because they can just fire it off at this. Alright. I have to just let them have this back. Yeah, I just have to let it go. That's Searing Blaze. Cool. Just have to let it go. That's alright, chat. I'll say no to this again. I'm really wondering if I should have had that Bitter Blossom down. Maybe if I draw 1 land, I'll entertain it. Because we'd have a lot more creatures out now. But we would have, what, taken like 3 or 4 damage here? And that Helix might have just hit us in the face. I'd be down to 6. Okay. Yeah, 6 is kind of dangerous. I'm going to say no to this. Ooh. Okay. I'll jam a Wanderer out here. It's making the math hard for our opponent. I'd like to play this guy. When they jam out this lightning bolt, then we spell Stutter Sprite at chat. Feels good. Come on, opponent. You can play that lightning bolt. I know you want to kill this little dude. Get that skull crack back. It's not gonna happen. Then we'll get in for 1. We are lacking white mana for Pride of Clouds. Is that the thing? Chat, I can't F6 because I have counter magic. What is this world? What is this world we live in? Goblin Guide. I will attempt to counter on this. I don't really want a 2/2 creature. I would like to counter that. If they choose to then shoot it down somehow, so I don't get the counter, I could actually counter their 2-mana spell. Oh, it feels good, chat. I like it. I'm going to say no to Aether Vial here. Godless Shrine. All right. Then swing in for 3. I'm going to hold Godless Shrine. I don't believe it's doing us any good here, other than it would be Pride of Clouds. But I'm going to hold it just like I got like another counter, and then we'll play it next turn. A Boros Charm at face. No reason to counter that. Okay, it's going to be close, chat. Good thing we didn't play Bitter Blossom. Seems like chat knew what to do. It was all greed. Hey, look at that. Looks bad if I draw a white card. Well, you know what, chat? We're just awesome. They're at 4. I'm going to put this in tapped. Opponent concedes. Concession from our opponent, chat. Oh! Oh, and the victory was just around the corner, chat. All right. What do we got here? What are we doing? Collective Brutality seems like it's reasonable. I think Selfless Spirit's probably fine as well for protection. Path to Exile doesn't feel like it should be necessary. Let's see. Surgical, maybe not. Kite Sail seems pretty decent. Engineered could be put on 1 to help wrath the board. Let's see here. Bitter Blossom, don't need. Zealous Persecution's kind of interesting. I could see a reason to keep it to swing in big or make some weird trades with our opponent, but I don't know if that's where we want to be. Vendilion Click seems great, and Sorin seems great. Spell Queller and Sprites, Spirits, Freebooter's fine. Pride of the Clouds, I think I want to leave this in most games, because I think that's kind of the game plan. Smuggler's Copter. This might be a little slow. Let's take a look at what we're piling up here. Surgical Extraction's interesting, because we're on black. Could take something and surgical it away. We can take a peek at their hand with like Kite Sail and use surgical. And by paying the actual black, we save a lot of life and a lot of potential life in the future. You like the path? Kind of like this? I could see that. Spinal Remains, thank you for the follow. You just think the Bitter Blossom's all that should go? I don't disagree. Do you think these Zealous Persecutions could get us there with the idea that it's like one final swing? Is that kind of what we're thinking? We're chipping away at our opponent. Just enough damage. Collective is really good. Agreed. And I think Selfless Spirit's really good because you can flash it in off a Vial and save creatures that might have spells under them. Spell Stutter Sprite gets a little weaker without the Bitter Blossom, but I think that's okay. Zealous is better than the next best card, do you think? I could see that. Alright, we'll run it back. We won the first game. Let's see how we do in game 2. Hand seemed good, and we even had a Bitter Blossom we were planning to play, and kind of was a dead card until we drew the one of Collective Brutality. Vendilion Quick is not too good. Okay. I can see it as a 3-1, get rid of a card we don't need, and that could be the extra damage we need. Alright, so what are we looking at here? We're looking at an Aether Vial on 1, Mausoleum. We have a Sorin that's a long way away. After we fetch... What are we doing? Watery Grave after that to get a Vendilion Click down? Does this do enough, chat? The Sorin's good. We get lifelink. We can lifelink in. Alright, we're gonna keep it. We have a draw. We're gonna try to hit the Sorin in time, and we'll have both of these out. What is the idea? Need more spirits. Alright, we'll fetch here. We'll go get our island. Aether Vial and pass turn. We'll put probably a Hallowed Fountain in tapped, or we'll get a Godless Shrine with this Flooded Strand. We'll see what we draw. There's an idea of putting Hallowed Fountain in here. It's a Goblin Guide. Hits for 3. We'll see if we draw a land. Pride of the Clouds. Don't mind that card, opponent. Okay. So let's line ourselves up to hit for as much damage as possible here. Alright, so we have a Pride of the Clouds. I could go get a white source and get Pride of the Clouds down, or I can wait here. Can wait for the Aether Vial to help with it, then a Vendilion Click and take a little less damage. I do need like a Godless Shrine off of this for our black and white that we need. If we can get Sorin down and have most of these creatures out though, that would be really good. I think it's Flooded Strand. And I don't think it's Pride of Clouds just yet. I want to fetch a non-basic. And we're going to fetch before the trigger here in case there's a land on top. I don't need any more lands, really. But I'd like to dig one deeper. And if we see something on top that I want, I still need to get my black source. So I want it to leave it there. A Helix to the face, and we may just crack this Wanderer for a counter. Wanderer plus Pride of Clouds can counter things as well. A Destructive Revelry actually would be a reasonable reason to crack Wanderer. You think fetching after trigger is always correct here, not before? I need a black source. I need a black source and technically kind of a blue source. So you allow this to go. I can fetch after this trigger. I'm not so sure, but I can do that. It's true, I guess I could get a Brutality, but then I'm shocking in. Alright, we'll allow it to go. It's a fatal push. Now what do I do, chat? I think I'll take my fatal push here. So we're gonna go grab fatal push here. And we're just gonna cast Wander in here. I know I have not played too correctly here with the Aether Vial, but I like kind of playing this in like this. Kind of make it look like, oh, didn't want to do too much here. And we'll flash in Pride of the Clouds if necessary. We'll fetch Shock, and we'll definitely do this after the trigger of Goblin Guide. Looking for a land, I suppose. I do kind of want to do this before, though. I'm going to go ahead and do it before here. Fetch Shock. And I need, I think, Watery Grave makes the most sense here. Trigger. Another Aether Vial. And then we will Fatal Push. Probably the guide here. Boros charms us. They can still fetch 2 here, so I'm not gonna try to counter it. Oh, they just make it indestructible here. Interesting. All right. Do I take 4 here? I have an Aether Vial on top. Let's go ahead and block something here. Dogfight, what's up? How are you? How are you? What's up? Fetch Shock. Fetch Shock. Calm down, opponent. Boros Charms or Lightning Helixes. That's fine. I would like to put my Pride of Clouds into play. Thank you. We're going to send this up to 3 here so I can play my Aether Vial. I can then Vendilion Click and Zealous Persecution. Try to clear some stuff out here. I probably want to Vendilion Click right now. That seems reasonable to do because they can't cast their spell. Let's try it. On their draw, they can cast most of their stuff. Look at this. Look at this stuff. Let's get rid of that lightning helix probably. Although life gain's kind of important to us. Let's get rid of the skull crack here. Did I not click the skull crack? Oh well. Lava spike. I think I clicked the helix by accident. We're at 1. Grim Lavamancer. And a lightning helix on top of that. Alright. Ooh. Kind of wondering if this engineered explosive should be in instead of Sorin. Or maybe instead of Vendilion Click. I could see needing like a board wipe of some sorts. In some capacity. Or just straight Path to Exile. Path to Exile could be better. Boros Charm was used as indestructible there. Let's think here. I think Smuggler's Copter and Vendilion Clicks are maybe like too slow, so maybe we just bring in a pair of paths for like Smuggler and Vendilion Click here. Which I know we're going down our creatures. It's the only worry I have. I still like Sorin here. If we would have gotten to him, we'd be probably would have been fine. Maybe I just bring in one more path and keep the Vendilion Click. But use it on myself. Get rid of that extra Aether Vial. But you have a later game plan. I kind of like this. Would Zealous have done a whole lot there? Maybe not really. Freebooter or Copter might be better there. Yeah, we're definitely winning later. Just need to survive to later. Maybe one Zealous out for one extra path. We just need ways to remove their creatures. Like Zealous and Sorin can be like our two of like nice to haves. And they get in for the final points of damage. Pride of Clouds is reasonable, I still think, so. I think we'll submit this. I think we know what we're trying to do. And maybe our hand was a little greedy keeping Sorin. Alright, I'd like to play first. Ooh, okay. I think this is fine, because we are on the play. And Aether Vial will tick up, and we're going to trust it, chat. Gonna trust it. I think the best color for me to get here is probably black white, but also blue is probably fine. Blue black might be. How much black do I have? I have collected Brutality, which I just want to cast. I think I get Watery Grave here. I take a little extra damage to do this, but I think that'll pay off. All right. Because I don't want to cast this, I don't think. I'm doing Wanderer next and an Aether Vial here. All right, land would be great. No land, but a Fatal Push. Look at that, chat. Look at that. Pick the right land. I'm afraid to let this trigger like it did, but I have a Wanderer backup. Yes, please. All right. I'm not going to play the extra Aether Vial here because I'm going to Fatal Push this Goblin Guide. If they happen to decide to Boros Charm this for some ridiculous reason, then I will Wander and probably sack. It's a 2 for 2. All right. Trigger, please. Land. Perfect. All right. And Fatal Push. All right. That seems all fair around the table. Here we go, chat. Here we go. I'm going to get him. Indestructible. I think I just flash this in and sack it. I don't want to keep taking 2 a turn. A blowout for me. 2 cards for 2 cards, and this is repeating damage. And if they're keeping that alive, something tells me that they really needed that. With 2 Spell Quellers coming, I feel pretty solid here. And just play this in tapped and get my other Aether Vial out. Pass the turn. I have no actions here necessarily, except a Pride of Clouds at end step. But then with 2 Spell Quellers to back that up, literally 2 because I can flash both of them in, I think we'll feel okay here. The opponent's playing around all kinds of stuff with our Aether Vial here. I kind of like seeing this instead of like a Searing Blaze. That's interesting. Okay. Yes. I will go ahead and play Pride. I'm going to send both of these up here. Play our Polluted Delta here. So I can use Kitesail Freebooter here, take a card, then I can just fetch, or I can leave it up for double Spell Queller. I kind of like the Freebooter here. It leaves only 1 Spell Queller up, but I could leave 2 and then have Freebooter off a Vial next turn too. Because I can fetch a basic island here, which is what I need to do probably anyway. I'm going to go ahead and play Kitesail here. Lightning Helix. Looks good, chat. Looks good. What'd they reveal? There we go. These 3 remain. Let's just fetch a Godless Shrine here, tapped, and go ahead, opponent. Freebooter pumps Pride. It's fair enough. I don't think I want to just jam Spell Queller in here. I don't think I needed to there. So we're going to put this Vial on nothing and this Vial up 1. Dark Slick Shores. Go ahead and play that in. And we'll start swinging here. We have 2 counter spells here, which are really good. Opponent plays a Mountain. Searing Blaze. I'm going to stop that. Let's attempt to stop that. We have our bonus Spell Queller as well here. We're going to say no to both of these. They're at 3 and 2. I'm pretty happy with that. On draw step. Wow, we have really tight control over this game. Draw step here. I'm gonna go ahead and flash in a Freebooter. Let's see here. They have Bloodstained Mire, Arid, and Goblin Guide. Oh, well, I can't take any of that. Looks good to me. Go ahead and flash in this last spell card to seal the deal here, chap. By the way, Cloud gets real big here. Taking down Burn, chat. Ooh, that feels good. We had a 5/5 Cloud at the end. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, chat. Swinging for 11 on turn 6. Ernby, you said turn 6 plus. We did it in exactly 6. Vendilion Click to check their hand. Vault, gain some lifelink. 2 turns down. I think we had a hard lock on that. Nice. That felt good. Felt good, chat. It was lethal. Man. And I imagine our deck creator has certainly played the burn matchup. That is definitely one that you need to consider when constructing your decks. Oh, tempted by the Bitter Blossom, though, chat. Tempted by the Bitter Blossom. All right, chat. Let's keep it moving forward. Let's see if we can't... Woo! I like this, too. Keep. If they're burn again, I can go fetch 3 basics. Gonna start with an island, probably. Oh my gosh, chat. Is it burn round 2? Oh my gosh, chat. We're gonna get some good practice in. Alright, Spell Queller. Oh, it's like showing our cards, chat. Play our island. Diverse format. Get this Aether Vial down. We're probably kite sailing. We could also wait on the kite sail so that we have some protection for kite sail. We'll see. Goblin Guide number 2, chat. And a Grim Lavamancer. That's not very good. Hits us for 4. We reveal a Fatal Push. Okay. Say yes. Alright, so we're not going to Freebooter. I don't mind the Fatal Push here. I think Fatal Push has to hit maybe one of these guides, but it might have to hit Grim Lavamancer here. Should I do this now? If I fire it off now, kill this, I take 4, but this doesn't activate. And this isn't going to probably attack in anymore. I only have 3 more removals. Take 4, but then I have Spell Queller and like Pride of Clouds down. Spell Queller backed up with Sprite. I'm gonna go ahead and kill this Grim Lavamancer right now, chat. I have to take 4, but then I have kind of counters and a way to remove something. And I can't remove Grim Lavamancer easily, and Grim Lavamancer could kill Freebooter easily. So we're going to just take a nice 4 to the chin here, go to 8. Opponent's at 2 mana. Double trigger. Zealous Persecution has been revealed. They do know about this Spell Queller showing up shortly. A Rift Bolt is suspended. And a Lava Spike. We're kind of in a miserable position, chat. Up it goes. Take our Zealous. I have to Kite Sail Freebooter. I have a Rift Bolt coming off here. Kite Sail Freebooter, leaving up Spell Queller. I can counter one thing that's 1 mana. Any new province and possibly pauper playable people, welcome to the stream. How are you fine, folks? 2 cards left. Probability of one being a 1 mana spell is very unlikely. I'm taking this. I have to block. Let's go ahead and fire off Kite Sail Freebooter and just see if we're kind of dead here. I think we might be, though. Kind of hope that they don't have much here. Boros Charm and Lava Spike. Let me... Let me take Boros Charm here. Indeed. Alright. So Lava Spike hits face. We could just Spell Stutter Sprite that. Let's see where this Rift Bolt goes. If Rift Bolt goes for Kite Sail here, I have to flash in Spell Queller. It does. I'll go get a Plains here. We'll see if they don't immediately fire this off. They should, though. Oh, there's a bolt. Bolts and lava spikes. Fair enough. Maybe I let that resolve, but then they shoot at face, I Spell Queller, and I go to 1, and now they have 2 things to deal with. Yeah, it would have been a little tough. Okay, so what did we decide? We said Collective Brutality, Kite Sail were really good here, and like 2 Path initially for the Bitter Blossoms. And I think we arrived at 1 Zealous Persecution could come out for another Path. After that, though, I'm just wondering if this extra Zealous or this Sorin's really any good versus like an Engineered Explosives that's kind of like an alternate sweeper. Sorin's way better on the play. Take out this extra Zealous and maybe bring in like Engineered Explosives. We only need it on 1. Very rarely are we going to need it any higher than 1. It just gives us like an extra removal spell. It's that or like really consider Surgical Extraction as a way to hit their hand. I talked about Smuggler's Copters maybe a little slow. I think Zealous completely out's fine here. Let's give that a shot and see if that's... I don't know, did he write about Burn? Through the Breach, Martyr Pyromancer, Infect, Affinity, Bant Spirits. What do you do for Infect? He doesn't really talk about sideboards. Alright, we're going to try this. Oh, I have a Selfless Spirit that I'm supposed to be bringing in. I hit submit already, chat. It's okay. It's okay, chat. Alright, what do we have here? We have a Wanderer, Aether Vial, Fatal Push. We then have a Spell Queller that's a few turns later. I think I can keep this. These are interesting, because I'd like 1 more. But I don't feel like I need 1 more. Watery Grave, untapped here. Play the Aether Vial, and now we have Wanderer and Fatal Push, so we have like a pseudo counter plus a Fatal Push here. Goblin Guide, please. Rift Bolt suspended, alright. Up we go. Kite Sail would be great to get in. How goes the Mayhem? The Mayhem goes. The Mayhem goes. It's quite a lot of Mayhem. We're playing against the Burn League. I needed one more here, chat, but I'm okay with this. And we'll just take it to the face. All right, let's go ahead and push this in here. Yep, Wanderer. Go up to 2, please. Okay, so we have a few things we like on 2. We're not doing a whole lot otherwise, though. And swing in here. We're probably putting Freebooter into play. I might do that at their draw step here. I could also, actually, let's not do it at their draw. Let's do it at their end step, I think. Because then I can, like, right afterwards put a Selfless Spirit in. Lightning Helix counter. Stops 3 damage. Yeah, let's do that. That seems reasonable. I have something to destroy creatures. Not taking 3 damage is fine. And 3 life. It's true. Maybe not as worried about the 3 life. Creatures, please. Ensnaring Bridge. We brought in our... Yes, we did. All right. We are good. Let's just let's bring in Pride of Clouds here. Let's get aggressive. Let's get aggressive, chat. I could move this up. It's kind of scary too. It's kind of scary too. I think I'm gonna trust it. We'll go up 1. Ooh, okay. Not as great. But we have a lot of counter magic, so kind of go off of that. They're probably going to play 2 spells here. So it's going to be a little bit hard to get rid of this bridge. Swift Spear. We can Fatal Push that, thankfully. Searing Blood. Alright, well, let's counter that. Yes, please. Countered. We can actually kind of wait on this Fatal Push if we wanted to. I don't think there's really a reason to, though. Just get rid of this guy. Alright. Aether Vial is not ticking up here. Nope, nope, nope. Flooded Strand. Thank goodness we found something. Alright, let's go ahead and attack in. That's 4 damage. I'm going to go ahead and actually play Selfless Spirit here. And that'll protect our creatures. It's making Pride a little too big here. But we can always sacrifice Selfless to shrink Pride. Little Eidolon here. Let's counter that. Missed 1 damage. Did I? Because I didn't play that pre-combat. That is fair. Gonna make everything a shard volleys here. Go ahead and sack in response to that. So I'm kind of torn with this Kitesail Freebooter. I can't really fire it in here because they'll lose a card in hand potentially. So I got to do that like after combat. A couple of Vendilion clicks here. So I think we have to attack in here. Bridge is a small problem for us. But maybe we can use a Vendilion click in a way that we can get them into a couple extra lands in hand. I will go ahead and play this guy, though. We do choose. So there's a Skull Crack. I'll take the Skull Crack. It's not damage. It's an extra bridge in hand. And then during draw step, I could click to lose the Freebooter, but the Freebooter is a 1/2. I kind of want that. I'm going to click them, hoping to strand them with 2 lands in hand. A Lava Spike. I'm gonna say no to that. You can have your lava spike. Sure. No, I don't think that's... I think lava spike's fine here. Alright, no to Aether Vial here. Mausoleum, we can play Mausoleum in. It's another 1/1 here. We get in for 1 here. I might Vendilion click myself. Another lava spike. Well, Spell Queller is okay. Spell Queller is okay. We'll go ahead and wait, because I can counter something. Counter next burn spell. I'm not going to counter that. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine, chat. I think we win this in the air. Play this tapped. They have bridge in hand. We have 3 turns here. We have a gigantic Pride of Clouds. We have the 3 colors in case we find engineer explosives. Now I'm feeling really good to have brought it in. I'll probably keep it in over like a path or something. This guy can counter stuff as well, but we don't really want to sack him. Is bolting over here at our Wanderer. Do we want this to resolve? So he's bolting Wanderer. We still get in for 1 a turn here. I could counter this. We could hit for 2 and then force them to play 2 things with bridge out, and then I can sacrifice this 1. I think I counter this. Yeah, Brutality is a lethal target too. Grab this lightning bolt here. Thank you, opponent. Because we know they have bridge left in hand. We don't really want to keep pumping this necessarily. Alright, we'll say no to any triggers here. We get a swamp. Swing for 2 here. I think at end step I might Vendilion click myself. I could Vendilion click my opponent on their turn too. What do we think, chat? I don't think I'll Vendilion click them. I have a feeling this is coming after one of these critters here. I can't click a land. You're right. We learned that before. We learned that before beats. I get excited. I'm like, oh, take that card. Well, if it was possible, I could click the Aether Vial away and continue to draw lands. Spell Stutter would have been nice. All right. Let's see here. We want the Selfless Spirit back in. I have no real way other than an engineered explosives to kill that, so I want to keep explosives in. By putting it on 3, it does hurt a lot of our stuff though, and that's kind of the danger here. Kind of the danger, but we could Selfless Spirit and then engineered explosives. So I want Selfless Spirit in here. What do I want out? Maybe 1 Vendilion click out. Although, seeing the bridge, I'd like to get rid of it. I could take out a land, actually. He said Moorland's Haunt is something he considers taking out sometimes. This is like a bunch of blockers. Smuggler's Copter we talked about being a little too slow. Possibly. Helps me loot away things though. I could maybe go down like 1 path to exile. Go down 1 path because that's 5 removals plus my creatures are relatively large, and then I have the engineered explosive. So let's do that, and I added the Selfless Spirit. Seems reasonable. All right, chap. Freebooter, Spell Queller, Fatal Push. Here's a Sorin again. Take out Pride. Pride's like, Pride could easily like just take him over. This Pride, when I play it, it could become a 3/3. Pride's really big. I think we keep this with the Fatal Push and the Kite Sail here. We do need 1 more land, and if we can get to Sorin, which I think this will slow them down, Pride plus Spell Queller afterwards should be enough. Goblin Guide, we'll see if we find a land. We'll be playing Polluted Delta first and looking to fetch a basic swamp. Spell Stutter. Didn't mean to show you that, opponent. Go ahead. Go ahead, opponent. We have lots of cool stuff now, chat. Arid Mesa. They have tapped Eidolon. Well, that'll be what I probably kill here. Even though I'd like to kill this Goblin Guide, I think here it's the... Alright. Swamp here. Let's kill this thing over here. Because we're going to be countering something probably. Fatal Push isn't bad to see here. Let's play Polluted Delta because I can go get a basic island. I'm probably Fatal Pushing here, and I don't know if I would play Sprite, but we can play all of our lands kind of tapped in here. That's a lot of 1-drops, chap. All right, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna counter this with the Spell Stutter Sprite, because I don't think I can handle a lot of these. We might be blocking Goblin Guide here and taking just 1. With the idea that we can Freebooter plus Fatal Push next turn. We could. We take a little extra damage to do so, but that is a real possibility. Well, we don't have to take damage now, chat. I think we block still here. I could Spell Queller, or I can Freebooter and Fatal Push. Freeboot or Fatal Push might not be a bad idea here. And then I can just fetch a basic Plains. It's Freebooter and Fatal Push, chat. See if we can grab something delicious here. Well, I don't care if they sack a land. That's fine. So do I Skullcrack or Boros Charm under this? I could Skullcrack with the idea that Boros Charm has to hit face. I'm killing one of these, blocking one. I could also take Shard Volley with the idea that I'm blocking, and if they tap out, then in order to cast Shard Volley, they have to use it. And then Skullcrack plus Boros Charm is really inefficient. Because the additional cost is... Zale, do you know if the additional cost is still here on this? Let's see. The exile card zone may cast the card without paying its mana cost, but it's an additional cost. So they'd have to do the additional cost, I believe. There's still a lot of damage coming through. I think I'm still going to take the Shard Volley. And we'll pass. If they want to go all indestructible again, they can do that. I don't care. Yeah, I think they still have to exact, right? Alright, we'll get our trigger here. We're going to Fatal Push. Land. That's so kind. Let's go ahead and kill Goblin Guide here. And we will just block this. Because we know these two. So this is fine with us. They'll pump here. They'll pump, but they won't be able to cast this. Or they can, but they'll have to sack something here. And we're blocking. So they can't cast it. So that's pretty A-okay with us. There's their land they needed. So they're down to a Skull Crack in hand. We have 1,000,000 Spell Quellers. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get a Spell Queller down here. Hopefully countering something is the idea. And then maybe we follow with a Sorin. Let's go ahead and sack for a Plains right now. Made my opponent think. Hold on. What are you doing over there, Fluffy? I mean, I have to counter this. We're at 6 life here. I could attempt to block this. If I like jumped in front of this and attempt to block this, then the Skullcrack comes our way. I think I just gotta let this resolve. Here we go. Gonna grab something here. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Perfect. This is actually a pretty nice card here to grab, because they will not be able to cast it. Will they? We'll find out. I guess it doesn't matter, right? This doesn't matter. I have to block now? It's impossible for me to block. Oh, they had a Searing Blaze. That's a pretty good opponent. Alright. So we get Sorin here. They have Skullcrack in hand. If we Sorin and swing, we gain 3, and they hit us for 2. So I have to wait a turn here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Unfortunately, I don't have 2 white here. Otherwise, I could play like Pride of Clouds. I think the blocker is necessary. So we're going to have to just go with a blocker. Blocker slash take the Skullcrack from them. And then we're going to have to get Sorin down the following turn and hope it's enough. And we'll kind of hope that that happens like now, so that they don't do the lifelink thing. Perfect. I will Spell Queller that. Gobble, gobble. Block, block, if I wanted to. This looks good, chat. Okay. We only have 1 white, and all these are white, so I'm going to play the Hollow Fountain tapped. If I swing in for 6 here, the only thing we lose to... No double block. Why? They didn't attack. So it's Sorin here. And uptick, and then 6. Gain 6, go to 8. I think we're in great shape here. He never swung. Lifelink. Swing time. I'm good with this trade, because we have a Spell Queller right behind this. They can go all in on Sorin if they want. This feels real good, chat. Real good. We lose to 2 bolts here. But we had to swing. We have to swing and make them have both bolts. Or both lava spikes here. Double bolt kills us. But double bolt was killing us anyway by playing this. Land. Perfect. We're not dead, chat. Not yet, at least. Lava spikes us. Going after Soren here. Perfect. I think we're in great shape, chat. Oh, great shape, chat. They take out Soren here. Play a Moorland's Haunt down. Play our Pride of Clouds. And we will swing. Pride of Clouds is big enough, and with Spell Queller, it'll become a 4/4, which is gigantic. And we could easily just Moorland Haunt. Oh, chat. Things are happening. We got there. Ooh. Beat and burn, chat. With some Pride of the Clouds. Oh, Collective Brutality. Yes, please. Yes, please, chat. All right. Match 3. Here we go. What is phenomenal about the deck so far is this is our first run at it, so I have 0 practice with it. Yet we're finding the lines I think we need. We have a little help from chat. I've got probably the best chat on Twitch. Shout outs to you guys. More times than not, my chat is correct. Just saying. We're all becoming better Magic players. Makes me proud. The wolf pack. Wolf pack and the... What do we call the followers? The coyotes? You guys make me so proud. Shed a tear, chat. Shed a tear. I should probably plug in Charles's lamp and see if it works sometime. He sits in the dark over there. He's got a dude on top of him. We're 2-0. Our opponent is 2-0. And we have the draw here. Let's see what we get. Ooh, okay. Both of our islands here, but we have 2 spell stutters. We have a wanderer. We're going to keep it and see. This hand feels a little awkward. Okay. All right. Goblins. Let's get my wanderer out here. Yeah. Just get a wanderer out here. We'll have spell stutter sprite. We can worry about Pride of the Clouds in a little bit. It's only red decks. I saw the mountain. I was like, here we go. Burn round 3. But this one's goblins. We're a little better set for goblins, I think. The Fanatic, deal 1 damage if he would like. Is this worth blocking? This might be worth blocking, chat. Let's do that. I'll offer that trade. They don't have that many burn spells in goblins. Collective Brutality is kind of cool. We'll save that for something interesting. Polluted Delta, pass turn. Block everything. Everything. I'm surprised they didn't shoot it down. Goblin Guide here. I'm going to hold Spell Stutter 1 turn here. I can use Collective Brutality on this target. Yeah, let's get that one, chat. I need white and black, so Godless Shrine here. I'll take the 2 damage to counter this. Then they'll fire this off. They should. And then they'll just Bushwhackin, and then we'll collect a Brutality. They allow it to resolve. They allow it to resolve, chat. We'll block this guy. We're ready to take all that damage. Collective Brutality coming down next. I'm just going to play my land. I'm going to just fire this off for 2 things here, I think. Do I want to do 2? I might just kill this, not worry. I'm actually not that low in life, and we like all of this. Push on top. What is this interaction that we have? Our opponent's able to play magic, and we don't have a chalice on 1, chat. I'm so confused. Opponent doesn't play anything. We're not going to play anything either. By the way, this is one of my favorite cards. There's a cool FNM promo of this card. Have you guys seen the FNM promo? FNM spell stutter sprite. For those that haven't seen the FNM, I think this thing is pretty sweet. Pull it over here. Like the art, and it gives you like scale. Like this is just a little fairy among these like just little flowers. It's really pretty. Really pretty, chap. All right. Yeah. Do I want to play Smuggler's Copter down here? Leave up the fatal pushes? Based on my opponent having 2 cards and flooding out horrendously, I think this is fine. It is pretty nice. Like, good scale on it and everything. Just really pretty. Really pretty. Alright, I mean, I don't know. Let's Pride of Clouds here and really confuse our opponent. I'm just gonna crew this guy up and let's get in. Done. Let's go. Let's go, Copter. Wow. They bolted it. That's fine. That really is fine. They didn't bolt this guy. I think they should have bolted this, personally. Deep breaths, chat. Deep breaths. Alright, we're gonna get hit for 2-4 here. That's fine. Opponent's empty-handed. Opponent is empty-handed. Let's Aether Vial here and pass turn. Aether Vial will help us with our creature problem here. We'll counter that. We'll see if the Mog Fanatic does its thing this time. It does not. I will happily block something here. We'll block this guy, the Mog Fanatic. Alright, so my opponent's not using Mog Fanatic correctly. Up my Aether Vial goes. Shoot. I don't need to play this other Aether Vial. No, a lot of people don't initially. It's ETB and X, and when you have no fairies, it just gets real sad, so. I think I'm just gonna Fatal Push this thing. I don't know. I can counter the next problem card here. Up it goes. Pry the Clouds. We'll Aether Vial in here. And I will go ahead and play my Pride of the Clouds. Leave up our counter. And then we'll grow this guy. This makes flying tokens. I might just let this resolve. Yeah, that's fine. I kind of don't care about that. I kind of don't. All right, this is our 2. I'm going to say no to that for 1 turn. And this is our 1-on-1, so we'll go up 1. Dark Slick Shores doesn't allow me to do a whole lot here. We're going to go ahead and play Kitesail Freebooter in just for free value here. And then we'll just swing for 2. We have our counter magic up still. And then I can get in with Sorens. So I think we're in great shape. I'd rather have this ready to attack. Spellstar is like a house here. Oh, my poor opponent. A land even. 1, 2, 3. I'll just leave this up. Alright, so we're going to send both of these up this turn, and then everything's going to be no after this. Oh my gosh, it's another Pride of the Clouds. Okay. Let's jam Soren in here. And give some lifelink. Let's swing in. We're going to hold Spell Stutter 1 more turn here. But if they don't do anything, then we'll Pride of Clouds at end of step. Alright, our opponent concedes. If it was a big enough creature, I'd probably just Pride of Clouds and just block it if they swung at Sorin. Alright, so Engineered Explosives seems fine here. Collective Brutality seems fine. Kite Sail actually feels a little bit weak in this matchup. Bitter Blossom is interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Paths are excellent. Bantu's Last Reckoning actually might be worth it as well. So we're going to look at these 6 here. I honestly think it's just maybe Bitter Blossoms and 2 Kite Sails and leave 1 Kite Sail in. We could arguably bring in a Selfless Spirit as well, which might be just better than Kite Sail. Tiki Jiki, what's up, man? Zealous Persecution seems really good. Smuggler's Copter seems a little bit mediocre. But it'll help us loot. I think it's Bitter Blossoms and Kite Sails out. It doesn't seem terrible as a blocker. I mean, what are we actively doing here? Is like Wanderer not very good? But Wanderer's like just a blocker as well. Like Collective Brutality is a yes. I feel like Bantus could be good, but our creatures are also normally bigger than theirs. Like Selfless Spirit's probably a yes. Path, maybe Engineer Explosives aggressive. Engineered probably over Bantus. We could leave Bitter Blossom in. Maybe Smuggler Copter's not where we want to be. What is this deck actively doing? It's winning. I think Vendilion Click is okay. I mean, there's an argument just to take Vendilion Clicks out. Persecution is definitely a one-sided wrath in many cases. So, like, is Engineer Explosives overkill? Perhaps. Collective Selfless Path. Bring Copter out. Kite Sail V-Click. And maybe one's more Kite Sail. The idea of V-Click could just be like a little bit of a bigger attacker. Alright, let's try this with the Bitter Blossoms. Something like this. Balanced chat. Alright. Collective Brutality. Our Wrath. Our Path. Our Vial. Only thing this is truly missing, chat, is a creature. Otherwise, I think we got enough time to get there, so we're going to keep this. Opponent Mold as well. I think it's just Godless Shrine, untapped Aether Vial here. Get ready. Could also be just Godless Shrine, untapped Path. Sprite's really good, too. I'm definitely doing something here. Based on drawing a Sprite, I'm going to Aether Vial here. We can put this in tapped, and then we can Path something. Our opponent might go a little crazy here, but if we're, 3 creatures in, Persecution could be pretty good. Collective Brutality, we might just fire that off at Goblin Guide here and shock in to do so. Finds a Vault of the Archangel, which is pretty good. We actually don't have to shock in if we would like to wait. We might actually do that because this is going to be on 1 and then 2. Yes. Flooded Strand's not a bad card either. We're going to be needing our blue anyway. And this would give it to us without shocking. Alright, let's go ahead and get the blue here. I'm going to Collective Brutality. And I don't believe I want to get rid of Sorin. We're in line to get Sorin here in a turn or two. So I think it's Collective Brutality 2 modes. I'm almost tempted to not give him Path. 2 modes. We're going to kill and gain. Kill and drain. The question is, what do I want to pitch? Definitely not Zealous. And I don't think Sprite is a good idea either. Vault kind of makes sense. Yeah, we'll do the Path. I should be pretty well set up here. Getting a little bit of life, drain them. I'm not going after their hand here because I don't... If they have a grenade, they can fire that off. That's fine. Fanatic here. Alright, hits us to 13 here. We're going to put Watery Grave in tapped. We'll have Sprite up. We won't have Persecution up, but I'm okay with that. Bitter Blossom. Play this tapped. We're playing Bitter Blossom because we can, and we have Spell Stutter right behind this. This now counters a spell on 2. We have Zealous Persecution plus Sorin to gain us all the life that we're about to lose back. I think we're good, chat. I think we're good. Mog Fanatic. I'll attempt a Spell Stutter Sprite on this. If anything, it'll stop this guy, if they've figured it out yet. Appears they have not. Swing here. I'll happily just block. We're in great shape, chat. Make a token. And we're going to go up to 3 here, in case we find that beautiful Spell Queller. Sorin here. Gain that life. I think I want to tick up here for life gain. Let's make a dude. Let's make a dude, chat. Not going to worry about that life gain. We're going to win this game so fast. Life gains for next turn. Life gain is for next turn, chat. Opponent concedes. Opponent concedes. We had the board wipe coming up. Collective Brutality. There you go, chat. Path. An extra Bitter Blossom. So those 2, 3 cards are a little bit dead. But I think we'd have them. 2-0 against Goblins. Woo! 2-1 versus Burn. 2-1 versus Burn. 2-0 versus Goblins. Best Monday Mayhem ever, chat. The best Monday Mayhem ever. How's everyone's Monday going? This is a sick deck, and you can see the person that created it here. Cackfiend, Pride of the Clouds, took it to PTQ, and did pretty well. I'm glad they've posted. We will most certainly let them know how our league went. It's 3-0 right now. I'm pretty content. Even if we lost the next 2, I'd be pretty content. All right. Yeah. Keep chat. All right. Well, okay. So we have like wizards over here. That's fine with us. We'll play Darkslick Shores here. Play our Aether Vial out and pass turn. Spell Queller plus Collective Brutality I think is going to do some work here. Definitely Collective Brutality this. And if I draw like... I'm almost tempted to just pitch Godless Shrine here. Deals us damage. Does it displace Red Prison? Absolutely not. So our opponent set something up, so it's probably worth Collective Brutality and a steal of some things here. Against red decks too. Yeah. Up we go. Pride of the Clouds. Let's go get my planes here. And I think I'm doing at least 2 modes. I'm almost tempted to do a 3rd, but Spell Queller's a little ways out. Let's go for 3 here, chat. Something tells me 3 is smarter. Get rid of my 2 lands. We have this Aether Vial. I trust it, chat. Ooh. Let's take a braid before my Aether Vial disappears. We can counter the Lightning Bolt, technically. Wizard's Lightning's a little harder to counter. But they have no idea these counters are coming, chat. No idea. Fatal Push. What am I going to do? Pry the Clouds here? Yeah, it seems alright. Pry the Clouds. Spell Stutter's only countering a Lightning Bolt right now. A little bit of efficient use of our mana. The Fatal Push does Fatal Push things. They flash in Snapcaster here and try to do this opt over there. I might actually sprite it. Instead, they Wizard's Lightning us. Misty. Cracks Misty. Fetch Shock. Snapcaster. So far, I have no reason to do anything with my sprite. They are going to a Braid here. Okay, so we're going to just let this resolve. I'd rather use this sprite in a manner that is conducive. We'll leave Fatal Push up. This Snap is gone. Lightning Bolt +2 on other unknowns here. We'll attempt a Fatal Push here. Probably should have done that when they were tapped out. But I'm okay. I'm okay, chat. There's a Looter Scooter. Based on Aether Vial not being on 2 yet, I'm going to hold tight in case they decide to bolt something, like my face. Nimble Obstructionist. And bolts. We'll counter that bolt. And now we have a blocker, chat. Counter, and now we have a blocker. Unknown card in my opponent's hand. Snapcaster, probably bolts. Wizard's Lightning. Gets rid of my Spell Stutter probably here. Okay, it hits us for 3. That Abrade was a little nasty. And bolts us. Empty-handed. Alright, let's throw this up to 2. Flooded Strand as well. So I'm going to hold this up for a spell Queller. I think that is reasonable here. And then when we get this to 3, I can put Copter out. We'll take the 5. Land for our opponent. Fair enough. I will fetch a Hallowed One. This will go up to 3. Pride plus Copter here. So we play... I think we play Pride out. It's a 1-1. It's a blocker, though, and they might try to remove it and attack in. We'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and play offensive here with Spell Queller. I know it could be countering something, but now I get to trade kind of nicely here. Ambush Viper. Alright, opponent. Let's play some Magic top decks. I could have saved the Queller. I got excited with my blocks and blocked inappropriately. I blocked inappropriately. My opponent remands. You can call that a punt. Punt it away, chat. I believe in you. You can hit that punt command. Hold me accountable. I just believe so much in my my abilities there. We will try a copter down again. Pass turn. Thank you. Mutavault. Vendilion Click. Play Selfless Spirit here. At their draw step, I'm gonna go ahead and Vendilion Click. Be aggressive here. Aggression, chat. Let's take a peek. Show me what you got, opponent. Opt. Sweet. We'll get whatever they grab here, potentially. I'll watch where they scry. Top. Nimble Obstructionist. Maybe I don't want them to have this. Yeah, you can have a different card. That seems reasonable to me. Island plus unknown card. Grim Lavamancer. Grim Lavamancer. Why? Ugh. Where's Sorin? Ooh, Spell Stutter. Okay, okay. We have a fairy here as well, so Spell Stutter is a little better than normal. I think we just swing in here. We'll force them to boot up Mutavault here. And I can crew my copter if need be. And I think we're presenting lethal next turn. We'll see what they want to do here. Gotta show that, assert the dominance, chat. Just a soul scar. Just a soul scar, chat. Little soul scar. Oh, I should have countered that, chat. It's alright, chat. I believe in myself. A lot of punts, chat. It's a lot of punts. I got excited, chat. I got so excited, chat. I'm gonna block this. It's gonna be great. No judge, chat. Don't judge me. Screw. I was thinking other things. Block. I was thinking other things, chat. Land has been played. So we should be winning this, but I've played very poorly here. I'm gonna say no to this. Vendilion Click. Three. I think I just attack in here. It's not GG yet. I'm gonna take a peek at their hand though. Flash this in here. See if the coast is clear. We've played somewhat poorly, chat. They're gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna crew here. Boot up our smuggler copter. Make sure things are on the up and up here as I punt away the day. A Delver of Secrets. So if they were to keep this and they play, and then it's our turn, and we leave it and just win. How do I just win? What? He has a flyer. Oh, it's not a flyer. No. What? These are all flying, chat. Have your Delver. Go for it. Delver doesn't fly. You're right, chat. Man, we punted so much. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we won that. All right. Engineered Explosives is interesting. Bantu is kind of interesting here. Rest in Peace is an interesting card as well. Collective Brutality is probably fine here. Selfless Spirit's probably fine. And Paths are probably fine. Surgical is probably fine as well. Bitter Blossom feels half and half here. Zealous Persecution actually can kind of board wipe them to some degree, so we'll leave that in. Aether Vials avoids their Romance. Maelstrom Wanders, fine. Mausoleum Wanders, fine. What do we think? I'm getting too excited. I am. I'm playing new cards. About the only thing this deck is missing is a Judge's Familiar. If I could have Judge's Familiar, chat. This deck is doing work. It's supporting me. Too narrow on all of these. All right, all right, all right. Surgical out. Bantu's out. Rest in Peace, a little too narrow. Okay, okay, okay. So Path, Spirit, Engineered, and Collective. These seem fine. There's 6. There's 4. Bitter Blossom. Do we think Bitter Blossom's all right, or should we be taking Kite Sails out because they're kind of like half creatures, half not? Fatal Push and some Paths should be fine. Collective Brutality, Explosives. Explosives is probably just a little bit too narrow as well. And it kills a lot of our stuff. We want to be battling them creature for creature. Excuse me. Like one Kite Sail and the 4 Bitter Blossoms. I feel like we have to watch our life total again because they have direct burn. I'm going to treat Vendilion Click as a blocker for the most part. And it's an extra fairy that helps our Spellstutter sprites. And our opponent does have things on 2. A reason actually to consider maybe like 2 Bitter Blossoms over Freebooter. We could run that. 2 Bitter Blossoms over 2 Freebooters here. I mean, blocking's not a bad thing here. They do kind of attack us. If we were playing Pyro Prison, we keep Bridge in because of that. Let's keep this. Unless hitting their draw step, man, it was perfect last game. We didn't just totally punt. We didn't. Maybe I won't send this to the creator of the deck. He'll watch that game and just be like, huh, "What's he doing? Is he trying to play on hard mode?" Yes, I am. I'm trying to play on hard mode, chat. We have 3 spells, Cloud, Fatal Push, and Path. I'll keep this. This is good. We have all of our colors as well. And we have the double blue that we need. Keep. Probably just run this for Fatal Push out first. Oh, Wanderer is kind of tempting here. Let's do it. No creature yet, so why not, chat? If it eats a bolt or something, then it eats a bolt. They shock this in. I could counter this opt here. That'd be hilarious. Countered. It's 2 damage to a creature, not to me. I like it. I like it, chat. I think I just run Pride of Clouds out here. Continue with my creatures. They're not playing creatures yet, so no reason to hold mine back, I don't think. Pride of the Clouds. Opponent, would you like to bolt this as well? Lucky there's no braids. Fetch, no shock. Pass turn. 3 mana. What are we looking at, opponent? Not looking at anything scary yet. Alright, we're kind of online, chat. Selfless Spirit, worth a run out here? Yeah, let's go for it. I have to kill Pride of Clouds now. Snapcaster. Burst Lightning here. We'll let them cast this, and then I'll probably just Fatal Push this little guy. This little guy. I'm wondering what if Pride of Clouds is a bigger payoff card than we're like treating it, and if we should be protecting it. Alright, so we get a Selfless Spirit in play over that exchange. Opponent has all the mana they need, so this Path of Exile is like not as worrisome to fire off against them. Dark Slick here will pass after an attack. We have a Spell Queller up. Bolts. I think I want to go ahead and force this a little bit. Spell Queller the bolt. Mine. What else you got, opponent? Wizard's Lightning. Let's sack Selfless Spirit to keep Spell Queller alive here. This Lightning Bolt will eventually hit our face, but we just cancel out a Wizard's Lightning and are going to make them fire one more thing at Spell Queller. And if we get to untap, we could technically blank another Burst Lightning or something. Or a Wizard's Lightning. Alright, so they get 3 to our face after all of that. We have 2 removal spells for their creatures. I feel good. I feel good, chat. Just run out another Selfless Spirit. I'm going to just F6 here if they decide to kill it in some capacity. Or like a Spell Snare. We have no action for our opponent. 1 card in my opponent's hand. I feel like our top deck might be a little stronger than theirs. Just not that strong. So we get the first creature they play here. Well, we have 2 of them still in there. We might bring another one back. Pride of Clouds. You have another follow-up opponent? It's just a 1/1. But yeah, we might bring another Bitter Blossom or 2 back if we go to game 3. Nimble. Look at that, chat. Did you realize that this is actually for any and all creatures? Alright. Well, we trade that out. Could have forecast? I could have. I could have, chat. Why aren't we thinking? Why aren't we thinking, chat? Who needs to think? We'll go ahead and path the Soul Scar. Because it's a 1/2 and we'll pass turn. Who needs to forecast, chat? That's ridiculous. Why would you suggest such great strategies? It's like you're trying to win or something. Chat, it's Monday Mayhem. The whole point is not to win all 5 games, right? Zealous seems pretty good here. Cast. One-sided board wipe. Too bad I didn't have anything. Like birds from forecast. What kind of idiot does this? Just F6. I don't really want to fire this Collective Brutality off without like a creature to ping off. I'm rolling the dice that they have something in hand. Next Pride of Clouds will forecast to the Oblivion and back. I'll hold lands for Brutality. That's a great idea too. That's a great idea as well. I'll hold this land for Brutality. I'll make a dude. If they want to fire off and kill Sorin, that's fine. Maybe I should have checked the hand first, but I'll take another burn spell here and leave myself with a 2/2. Do it. Oh, alright. Alright. Kills Sorin, technically. Technically kills Sorin. I guess I trade here. Trade's fine. Mutavault. That one's a mild problem. Not anymore. Alright. Not anymore, chat. We have this path to exile. We can hit the Mutavault. Oh boy. I'll just pass the path and now. I don't need to make my opponent attack. They could remand us though. We got remanded, chap. Looks like Sorin's taking one hit to the face. Oof. Could be forecasting chat and all that. We'll hold this. Up we go. I will probably attempt another path here. Is it Static Caster? Ooh, that's a blowout, chat. That's a blowout. Our Collective Brutality technically doesn't take care of this. Small problems. It can with a Zealous Persecution right behind it, though. So we'll go ahead and attempt a path again. Like 3-for-1 ourselves to get rid of this. Remanded again. Alright, Sorin's down. Okay. We can get our second white here. That one might be worth it. I'm going to go ahead and look to do that. Get our second white here. And we may attempt a path number 3 on Mutavault here. It's probably the hardest card for us to deal with. We're not too worried about is it Static Caster yet. We don't have anything that's X and 1. Are we doing this again, opponent? Let's see if they attack this time. Path. Got him. We got him, chat. It only took 15 times. Let's go get our Godless Shrine here. Spell Queller. Alright, we're getting somewhere, chat. We'll be countering something here. Okay. Nothing so far. Wanderer. That feels awkward to put out there. We'll wait. It feels awkward with Static Caster there. I'd rather them make the first move here. This Collective Brutality we may fire off. There's an Aether Vial. Sure. Jam that little guy out there. Alright, now we're going to get to play some cool magic here. Whoa, opponent. Whoa, calm down. That's fine. I really don't think Wanderer's going to do a whole lot here. We need to get rid of this guy. Alright, perfect. We're going to allow that to resolve. This Wizard's Lightning, I'm probably going to do Snatch Up here. Gobble, gobble. We might have to kind of do a 2-for here. A little Collective Brutality and Zealous Persecution here. I don't like this, where this is going. Deals 2 damage. Well, I don't really want them to have that spell back just yet. And we'll get rid of Snapcaster. We can start swinging in the air. Hey, Spell Queller's still here. Spell Queller's a good blocker too, anyway. Look at that, chat. We have a Spell Queller. Oh my gosh, it's in a braid. It's in a braid, chat. Hit us for 3. I don't think you have anything else to play, opponent. Calm down over there. Alright, so there's a Bitter Blossom. It's cool, except that it always loses our critters here, so we're going to wait. And once again, there's no real point to playing Wanderer out just yet. It's a 1/1 that gets killed. Delver, that's a good Collective Brutality target. Pretty good target. Do I want this to flip? Not really. Escalate 2 moods. Gloop, gloop. And we'll get rid of this Polluted Delta. That's fine. They could technically ping this so I don't gain the 2 life. It's probably what they should do here. But they don't. So I'll take the 2 life. If it flips, they're hitting us for 3 every turn anyway. So I kind of like this. Blah, 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 blah. We do have another, excuse me, we do have another Collective Brutality. So we'll hold the land. As long as it still has 1 legal, it still resolves. Fair enough. Alright. There's a path. We're going to play Bitter Blossom out here. Not going to worry about it, chat. Alright, opponent, I understand where you're coming from here. We'll wait to path them. Maybe I just path and play Wanderer? That seems aggressive. Alright, let's get something going on here. We'll path them. We're gonna go ahead and play our Wanderer out. Apparently our opponent has nothing. And we have a Spell Stutter Sprite in case they like lightning bolt to this. If there's a Delver or something else, we can counter it. Now we can attack for 1. Nothing from my opponent. Do I get a second creature out here? Probably not just yet. Bonus Collective Brutality here. Can be used as removal if need be. That'll be good. Nothing for our opponent. Well, we'll jam an Aether Vial out here. That's fine. Countered. Sure. I'd like to save Collective Brutality for a creature. Or that dumb thing. Alright, I'm still going to hold Spell Stutter. Now I won't. Alright. Why are they countering him? I don't know. Alright, so we're going to let Mutavault attack us here. End step, we'll Spell Stutter Sprite. We'll probably Spell Stutter Sprite again. We're going to gain life with Collective Brutality as well. So we'll just take this 2 here. Here we go. What are we playing? Grim Lavamancer. That's a great reason to play Spell Stutter Sprite. And now I'll hold this 1. This feels really good. Alright. Let's Collective Brutality maybe? Maybe I'm holding this for 1 more turn. I think I'm holding for 1 more turn. I can counter quite a few things, so we'll hold for a turn. We'll counter this guy as well. Got him, chat. The frustration with playing against counter magic. Oh, we were going to get to forecast, chat. I could counter a 4-drop or a 2-drop. This, we swing for 3, put them to 6, 5, 4, or I hold this one more turn. This deck is, it's doing some stuff, chat. It's a friendly league, but it's doing some stuff. We're 4-0. What's going on? What's going on? Shout outs to the deck creator. This is I'll tell you right now, Burn's a solid matchup, and Blue-Red Wizards is not easy either. These are not easy matchups, and I've punted so bad. The deck's just like, here, Fluffy, let me lift you up. Let me carry you across the finish. Let me show you how it's done, Fluffy. Yeah, it's some misplays. I like to treat friendly as a little bit closer to a FNM PPTQ level, and then I would treat a competitively closer to a GP level or higher. Such a doge, so amaze. What's up? Our Goblin opponent definitely did misplay, though. I can attest to that. I don't know, Chad. I could definitely get behind this. I am a big fan of Spell Stutter Sprite. One of my favorite fairies. A lot of people like Vendilion Click, but I gotta get behind the Spell Stutter, man. It is a sweet looking deck. Credits to Cackfiend. Hit exclamation point deck list to find the Reddit post. See how everything went down. Opponent's also done some really cool things on their tapped out link. They've been documenting it as well, so I really appreciate that. Can't say enough about this. This is it's pretty sweet. I like it. All right, we're 4-0. Our opponent's 2-0. Let's see if we can get the 5-0 in the friendlies. 5-0 in the friendlies. We'll keep this. Bitter Blossom. No white mana. We have 2 fetches to go find it, though. We'll keep Unknown Opponent. Forest. Tron. All right, chap. Looks like Tron. Could be KCI. We have some Stony Silences in the board. We'll see how this matchup goes. These Vendilion Clicks might be pretty important in this matchup. We'll find out. Take away those terrible, terrible cards over there. Cracks Chromatic Star. Does so. We have so many fairies, chat. We might have a Spell Stutter Sprite for Karn. Could be a thing. Another green. Sylvan Scrying. So our opponent's not getting to Tron anytime soon. Ooh, promo. Where's this tower? Nice. I can respect that. That's pretty cool. Up we go with Aether Vital. Spell Queller's pretty okay here. Let's go ahead and Vendilion Click. Or, sorry, Bitter Blossom. Pass the turn. We get to do one of these. There might be an argument to doing like a Sylvan Scrying or something. Expedition Map, that's pretty good. Cracks it. So they'll have something on 4. We could do back-to-back Vendilion Clicks. Really ruin their hand, potentially. Power Plant has been found. We'll yield always the Bitter Blossom. And we'll go up one with Aether Vial here. Up one, please. There'd be an argument to play Pride of Clouds here if we got it. Wander. I think Spell Queller is just going to be a little more powerful. Or Vendilion Click into Vendilion Click plus Spell Queller. But I'm hoping to Spell Queller something here. Slow my opponent down, possibly. We don't want necessarily a Vendilion Click to find another Tron piece. Power Plant here. Chromatic Sphere, I think I'll let go. I'd rather get like an Ancient Stirrings or something here. Chromatic Sphere, I'll let that one go as well. Trying to get a... Alright, this one I'm gonna not let go. My opponent's done enough. Enough cantrips. Calm down, opponent. Alright, opponent. Calm down, calm down, calm down. Let me have that star, please. Thank you. Relic. That's fine. Tap it. Sure. Alright, so at their draw step here, we're going to make sure we do some cool stuff to them. We can do this twice. So let's go ahead and get our basic island for our Wanderer. We're going to hit for 3 here. And then we're going to check out the hand. And if it's not too scary, then we leave it. And then we Vendilion Click some other time. Alright, so a draw step Vendilion Click here. We could also arguably try to just go full out on them, but an O-Stone is very frightening. Take a look here. What do you got, opponent? They have 2 things that we're worried about. We've Vendilion Click both of them away. Alright, we have an O-Stone sitting here. We have an Expedition map. We have a Walking Ballista. Some of this stuff is a little bit frightening. But our opponent does not have lands. 4 available to them. What are we attacking for? 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We could attack for 11. I don't care about Karn. I kind of don't care about Wormcoil here. I care enough about Expedition map to maybe like ditch it and then maybe go after the O-Stone as well. Ballista is pretty annoying. Because we're all 1/1s. So they play map, they crack map, they put something down. If they're playing map and cracking it, they're not playing O-Stone here, but then they'll have plenty of mana. Vendilion Click is legendary. Yeah, that's correct. So I'll only have 1 of them. Take Ballista and O-Stone here. And try to just win off the back of, like, fairies. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I do. Map and Ballista. All right, I'll take the Ballista here, and then we'll fire this in to see what they got. And keep the new one. And target them just to make sure nothing's too crazy here. Say okay. Now they have 2 maps. So I take Host Stone here. Alright, so they have 2 maps. 2 maps, but Oath Stone kills our board. Karn and Wormcoil don't do it here. And they can't play Wormcoil out, so we have it in 2 turns. Karn's not enough. We'll see, chat. We will see. This has to be map. Oh, Sylvan Scrying. No! What? Really, opponent? Plays Karn. Why would they do that? You can have my land. Sure. Sure. What? Confusion. Should have sacked Wanderer there. I'm not too worried about it. I need the damage. I need the damage. I don't want to do that. Because then they're enticed to play Wormcoil out. I don't want Wormcoil. I'd much rather see Karn. What? They only have 5 mana? Maybe my math was off by 1 then. We're just gonna attack them. We are missing a point of damage by me not playing this. Because I'm distracted by chat. So they should be at 8. But you know. They'd have to pay with a Wanderer. You're correct. You're correct, chat. Well, we know these 3 cards are in hand. They have 1 draw here. Hoping they just avoid Ugin here. This ticks down kills like Vendilion Click here when we hit for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, they had an Oath Stone, chat. It doesn't matter, chat. They had Oath Stone. Are they gonna play Wormcoil right behind this? If they play Wormcoil right behind this, we have a chance to win. They should crack this. Alright. They do. Everything's gone. We may have punted this one. Not taking a land with Karn. Queller off the top. I mean, Queller doesn't do a whole lot against them. I'm just gonna let my opponent do what they want to here. I'm not sure what's going on. This is Ugin, I think I scoop. Or a big ballista. This game is the strangest Tron game I've ever played. Strangeness, chat. Plays Wormcoil out. I don't think we can beat Wormcoil. So we might be scooping here. Might be scooping. A star. A correct star. A sanctum. Sanctum of the Ugins. A sphere. I'm definitely bringing in Stony Silence, chat. Map number 1. Map number 2. Alright, we're just going to F6 back to them. Get rid of this on the draw step for now. I like these promo Tron lands though. They're pretty cool. Alright, are we gonna see an Ugin here? I think either way my opponent would definitely have this. I know we kind of punted one or two things there, but with the O-Stone there that they got, they would have just played that and then had Karn actually in hand. Alright, I can't beat a Walking Ballista here. So we'll concede. Alright. Stony Silence seems reasonable, chat. The path seems more interesting to me than Fatal Pushes. Those wouldn't fit in this deck at all. Kite Sail seems fine. Collective Brutality seems a little bit. Let's see, our Surgical Extraction could be interesting. I have no way to really kill a land here. Oh, right, Spheres. Duh. I'm so used to just playing Blood Moon. I think Kite Sail can come in here. Path, Stony Silence, Kite Sail, and Damping Sphere. I think Fatal Push are definitely out. Probably this Collective Brutality. Like, are the Zealous Persecutions just too much? Probably. I don't need those. Do I really need to be flashing things in with Aether Vial? Probably not. It might almost be worth it just to get like 2 Aether Vials out here. Term Spell Stutter? I mean, Spell Stutter can counter like all their cantrips. Selfless is definitely good versus Stone. It's an argument for it. Like go down one path, bring in one Selfless. Have these 8 and these 8. Stony Silence and Aether Vial are a really cool combo. Kind of a reason to go ahead and bring them out. Maybe bring the Zealous Persecutions back in for these Aether Vials. With the idea that we can Alpha Strike and get just an extra 3, 4, 5 damage in potentially with these. Which probably isn't a bad idea. Kind of like that. This just gets instants and sorceries. Very few of those. I like a couple paths here. We saw Walking Ballista and we saw like maybe one Zealous out, one more path in, maybe, correct? A lot of green. Let's do that. We'll use Zealous and Sorin as kind of like our finishers, so we just kind of want 2 of there. So we'll submit this. All paths are in, chat. Look at that. Look at how genius we are. Alright, I think we keep this. It's not necessarily slow here. We can get some clouds in. Clouds will get big. Win games, chat. Urza's Tower. An Expedition map. Stony off the top. Alright. I think I have to assume that I need to get prides in. And just hope they have like just green mana here. Because they already got the Expedition map down. And if they do get Tron, maybe we Vendilion Click to try to get rid of their like Karn or something they have in hand. Opponent's just skipping here. Needed a land apparently. Alright, so in that case, we're going to probably play our second Pride here. And try to go to town. I don't really want to give them an out here for their land with Vendilion Click. So 2 Prides down. They're going to grow pretty rapidly here. Top deck land gets double Selfless or Spell Stutter out. My opponent is stumbling on land. All right, they have everything they desire. Cracks the expedition map, goes and gets their last Tron piece. So I think it's Vendilion Click now. If we do this in the combat step, though, versus the draw, we can technically get in for 6. 5-0, here we come. We can hope. We can hope. So do I do this now, chat? If I do this now, next turn I can actually do 2 of these. I'm hitting for 6 this turn. Puts them to 12. And then if I play 2 more of these, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Selfless is Knight, but if they're at... I don't care about O-Stone. We win the following turn if we play Vendilion Click right now. I think we just do it now to get in damage, so we're presenting lethal next turn. We'll take a peek here. A peek. Get rid of great cards. Wow, I don't even care about half of this. I guess I take the Spatial Contortion. Take the Spatial Contortion, because it kills our stuff. And let them play this, and we win in 2 turns. We can also counter a Spatial Contortion, like the following turn, but... I don't know, I feel like... You know, I wouldn't feel necessarily bad if they just ended up playing the Spatial Contortion, but... We hit for 6 here, and the following turn we can hit for lethal. It's our best line, I think. No, we took this card. All right, what do you got? I think they're more inclined to play just like a Worm Coil here. They need to gain life. That's what I think they'll play. They might play O-Stone with the idea of I got to kill everything next turn. So there's O-Stone. So short of like a Spatial Contortion here, I think we're good. I think they are MTGO stuff. I did not build this hoof to the head. Someone else did. Don't be a walking ballista. All right, Sylvan Scrying. All right, so we just win here. Pride of the Clouds getting gigantic, chat. Ooh. All right. Just gotta make sure we tap correctly here. Which I don't think there's a way we can tap incorrectly here. So we hit for 13 and kill him. Woo! Let's do it, chat. Pride of the Clouds coming through in our final match of this league. All right, we got to beat Tron on the draw. I think we can maybe slightly aggressively look for Stony Silence. I think we keep everything. I don't believe we run Collective Brutality into this mess. It seems like a bad idea. It's so close, chat. It's so close. Do we risk it? Oh my gosh, chat. Do we risk it? Putting the headset down. We got to think about this. Can't do it. Keep. 2 draws for land. For the biscuit, for the 5-0, chat. We already kind of did well. Could we just go for the risk? Bitter Blossom with a Zealous Persecution right behind that. It's a very quick clock. We could mull and look for Damping Sphere. Remember, we have kind of like 4 cards to find. Stony Silence, if they have just natural Tron, doesn't matter. Shall we look for Damping Sphere instead? The rest of this hand is like real gas. No white. Yeah. We have running lands though. Alright, I'm going to mulligan this. We'll look for Damping Sphere or Stony Silence in the following hands. Oh, chat. We get a scry at it now. How do we feel now? How do we feel now, chat? We get a scry at it. Kite Sail can take some stuff. Is this improved? Alright, we got some keeps. We'll keep scry. Scry that land to the top. Bottom. Come on, deck. I believe in you. I believe in you, deck. Got the white mana. It's perfect. There's the map. We're done for, chat. We're done. I'm gonna get my Godless Shrine, probably. We're dead, chat. We're dead. We're dead. Oh no, chat. Why do we do this? Why have we done such terrible things? Get a Godless Shrine. More likely to draw blue and white. It's like I drew 2 of them, chat. Oh, maybe we should mull it for damping. I mean, I have quite a few hits for lands. I can't really say I wanted a Stony Silence right there. Ooh. Oh, it's just an O-Stone, chat. We have a dream. We have a dream, chat. We have a dream. Just gonna jam out these awesome stuff here. We got cards. Plays and Urza is mine. Opponent's got a bajillion. A bajillion, chat. Maybe it's a Walking Ballista. Land. Up, Chromatic Star. Our opponent doesn't appear to be doing much. We have hope. We have a dream. Believe, chat. Paying for the cost of Walking Ballista. Guaranteed. Walking Ball. Land. That's good land, chat. Almost. Real close, chat. Sanctum. Oh my gosh, chat. Oh, chat. Oh, chat. You blame MTGO. Did they just exile their Walking Ball? Where's my Ensnaring Bridge? I blame chat. We had a scry. I did fetch. So I did undid our scry briefly. So they'll go get Karn here. If we get to play a land, they'll Karn and exile our land. And then attack us. Gets a Worm Coil. Let's see if we find this land here, chat. I'm ready to concede. Hey. Land. Got it, chat. We'll F6 to our opponent. Dream is still alive. The dream is still alive. We can block this guy. aside from the fact that we'll be milling 20. Don't worry, we're going to play this in a couple Q games as well, chat. We got time for 1 or 2 of those as well. Opponent's putting that fate counter on Wormcoil just in case. Hits for 10. Exiles 20. Saying that second land, that's all we need to chat. That's it. We found it, chat. Alright, I'm gonna concede. Oh, chat. A little 4-1 though, 4-1. I'll take it. A little 4-1 in the friendlies. Alright, let's take a look. I wouldn't change anything, chat. It ran really well. Maybe one more damping sphere in the sideboard, but you can't narrowly look at it in one game there. All right, chat. Let's play 1 or 2 Q games. I think I have time for, and then we're gonna try to get over to Avaros before he raids us tonight. So we're gonna play 1 to 2 of these, and then we're gonna raid him before he raids us. I play competitive leagues almost exclusively. Uh-oh, where's my black mana, chat? Kinda need that black mana. We'll keep this. We're in the queues. We're having fun, chat. I just don't play competitives on Monday. That being said, we may start to change that. And I only say that because we can definitely, I don't know. We could definitely probably play more if we didn't have to constantly trade in chests and stuff like that at times. Nail our black source here. Perfect mana now. We'll kill that. I have a lot of these counters. Cast. Goodbye, souls. I might just play the kite sail next. Take a peek at what's going on over there. I imagine there's like a path or something, so I don't want Pride to get hit by the path. Spectral. Well then. You know what's really cool? Why is there 7 over here? I took one of these. What's really cool is how big Pride gets. That's what's really cool, chat. Make a Pride. Let's swing in here. I have a Fatal Push. I'll offer this up. Should triple block here. Nicely done. We'll just allow that to resolve. This makes us a 3-3, but I kind of don't mind, chat, because Cloud's going to be huge here. Plays another Plains. Ranger here. I can get rid of Ranger. We'll see what they go find. Soul's Attendant and Soul Warden here. Non-flyers. Just gonna swing in with Bride here. It is a pretty interesting Monday deck, isn't it? I'm gonna stop on their draw step here. We're gonna mess around with our hand here briefly. Make this a 4/4 as well. I don't have a removal for both of those creatures, but maybe I can do something here and mess everything up. Ooh. Wow, that's quite a hand. I don't really want them gaining a whole bunch, but I also kind of don't want them finding a whole bunch of things as well. We'll get rid of the ranger here. Any new flyers will definitely make Pride better. Wind Brisk, that's what they picked up. Ow. You can hit exclamation point deck list to get the deck list. Deck is put together by Cackfiend. I think I'll allow this to resolve here. Maybe we'll do something interesting with the Fatal Push in a moment. Kind of want to get that out of the way. I don't really care that they're gaining life at the moment. This will swing in probably here. That's fine. I'll go ahead and wait to crack this. Bitter Blossom. Let's go ahead and play Bitter Blossom down. It's going to make more flyers. We're going to go ahead and play a Selfless Spirit as well. And then I have a Fatal Push. Let's see where this takes us. And we'll swing for 5. They take the 5 here. What we're probably going to do is in response to like Spectral here, we're going to kill one of these so they don't gain a bajillion life. They're going to gain some with Bitter, but this is going to continuously get larger. One of these. 3 or more creatures this turn. So whatever's under there, they can definitely fire off here. Tokens has got to be a hard matchup here, but we do have Zealous, which we could find and just eat everything, which would be fabulous. All right, this is a little too much to let them have here, I think. A little too much life gain, I think, for my liking. A lot of tokens. This guy is huge. We'll just allow this to happen. We're at 5. Could fire off either one of these. They apparently misclicked. Don't have a path for my Pride, please. Oh my gosh. I don't think I can beat that, chap. All right, chat. That was good. That was good, chat. That was great. Yep. Good card. All right, Bontus is coming in for this. Engineer Explosives. Selfless is fine. Paths are probably needed. Collective Brutality is probably not too bad here, nor is Kite Sail. So these are the 8 I'm looking at. What do we not like here? I like a lot of this. Yeah, it got bad real fast. Spell Stutter does quite a bit in this matchup. So does Spell Queller for the most part. I'm almost wondering if just Aether Vial is not very good. There's an argument that like Bitter Blossom's maybe not that good either. Take the Smuggler's Copter out, perhaps. What do I like the most here? I think because they're going to go all in on their tokens, I think these two are important here. Paths and Collective Brutalities are probably fine. Collective Brutality. I need the Paths for what I saw. Maybe Selfless and Kitesail just have to sit at home. They have a lot of creatures, so although I hit it, maybe I bring out a Kitesail with this as well. That's 6 for 6. Seems reasonable. Seems reasonable. We'll try that. I would love to play first. We'll keep this. Did I not side out the blossoms? My bad, chat. Polluted Delta, go. We're gonna get there, chat. I believe, chat. Go get our basic swamp here. Let's just kill this so they stop gaining life. Let's go ahead and blossom here and pass. I think I can leave Spell Queller up, or I can Kite Sail here. Oh yeah, that's fine with me. Let's go ahead and Kite Sail here. Take an Honor the Pure. That was perfect. That was perfect, chat. Why does it do this to me? Windbrisk, Souls, Plains, Johnny, and then took the Honor. Alright. So we have a Thalia over there that really doesn't hit a whole lot. Plains for our opponent, a Soul's Attendant, and a Johnny Pridemate, more than likely here. Okay. That is fine. Gain a little bit of life. This will go up. We have some Flyers. Bitter Blossom. They gain a life. Make bigger. We have bonus Bitter Blossom here. How far do we want to go with this? Probably not too far. Let's attack. And I'll wait for Spell Queller to counter something here. We gotta leave one Fairy Rogue back every turn for the Pridemate over there. We gotta try to race our opponent here. This will be interesting. This definitely is probably a bad matchup. Probably a bad matchup. Soul Warden. Let's go ahead and counter that. They gain a life. This dude goes up a little more. Can't have him gaining too much here. I'm gonna block. Block. Bitter Blossom. We'll yield to this. We'll yield to this. Wanderer. So I think I actually go ahead and play the Wanderer and the Selfless Spirit out, trying to be as mana efficient as possible, because we're going to have to kind of play against the life gain that they're gaining here. I know they're going to gain some stuff here. This could counter something, potentially. And Selfless Spirit. Alright. I do know that that could be like an extra point next turn, but we're going to hit for 3 by having both of them out. If they do something real weird where they like path this and could swing in for 8, then at least I have that blocked. So many pride mates, chat. So much life gain. We'll block. There's an argument to just blocking the Soul's Attendant so it stops doing its stuff. We'll do that. Activates. They're gonna have Archangel here. Oh my gosh, chat. Archangel. That would be a blowout. Thalia. Thalia attacks. Alright, so we have a spell stutter now for their Path to Exile over there. So we're going to go ahead and swing in here. We actually can't cast Vendilion Click, ironically. Take them to 15. Do I want this to go here? They're going to attack with 3 things and then they can path something. These get bigger and bigger here. I think I have to let this resolve. I feel like there's something important under here because they're going to get to use it again. I can counter anything here pretty much. 1, 2, 3. This will be 4. So unless it's a 5, 5. Yeah, we're going to counter that. I'm good. I'm good, opponent. Countered. Get out of here. Don't do that to me. Bitter Blossom. Trigger, 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 trigger. That was triggers. We're in a really precarious position though. They're gonna gain all the life. All the life, chat. Attack here, let's attack here. Let's attack here. We'll leave Spell Queller back. Maybe I can do something magical here. Don't be like a Spectral Possession or something like that. All this life gain. Ooh. Oh, chat. Oh, stop, opponent. I can't do this. You jerk. And just get 2 1-drops here, gain 1,000,000 life. Block, block. Do I sack this because I'll keep more creatures around? We'll go ahead and do that. I keep more creatures around. It's kind of like blocking for 1. I guess at their draw step. I'm gonna try to do something again. Chat. I don't think I can beat them. I don't have enough Bitter Blossoms. Vendilion click here. I could look for like a path on my side, but I think I want to get rid of these. One of them. I could click myself. What is this? I have one blue creature here. we dead, chat. We so dead. Where's my fatal pushes and my well, Vendilion clicking them there saved us one turn here, I think. We so dead, chat. Block, block, block. Take two? Sure. Where's Bantus? Mirroring Crusader, chat. We're dead. We are so dead, chat. Alright. Tokens. Yeah, we still lose to Bantus. Isn't it miserable? Woo! Alright, let's play. What do we got? We got one. We got time for another one. We got time. I'll just submit. If they want to play us again, we'll play again. That was mildly brutal. We'll play this last one, and then I'm going to see if I can raid Avaros before he raids us, chat, for the night. Where is Avaros? Yeah, we're definitely doing this. Ooh, all right, we can keep. I didn't see the Dark Slick Shores. We're good, chat. We're good. Keep. Like I said, though, we're definitely sending you guys over to Avaros after this. He's raided us way too many times. It's my turn to get him back. Thoughtseize? Nothing from our opponent. Bubbles. Take our Fatal Push there. I'm gonna leave Fatal Push up. Seems reasonable, chap. Bubbles. Bubble. Thought seizes us. Okay. Take Spell Stutter Sprite, probably. Takes the Fatal Push. A Bitter Blossom seems real good here, chat. It's a shame I didn't put the Wander out first, because they probably have a counter. They appear to be F6, so we'll go ahead and give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. And it lands, chat. We're in great shape. Slam it. Swamp for our opponent. We'll go ahead and yield to our Bitter Blossom. Vendilion click. Let's just play a Wander out here and pass turn. No rush, chat. No rush. 0 rushes. What is our opponent doing? You're so confused to their deck. Maybe they're Grixis control. Maybe they're blue-black control. Maybe they're going to play something right here. I get to counter this with Selfish Spirit. Or Spell Stutter Sprite. It's a Dismember. Did I just counter this? Or do I just let this resolve? Sure, yeah. Spell Snare does not counter Sprite, so... Oh, chat. Oh, we're not Grixis over here. We're looking at maybe a Tarmogoyf or something. Oh. Traverse the Oofenwald. Sure, you can go get something. That's fine. Green, chat. We're also fine with this resolving. That's fine. That's fine. Go ahead. Go ahead, opponent. I did not 5-0. We kind of got a little disaster in the final game against Tron. It went to the third game. They go get a Verdant Catacombs, but they don't play said Verdant Catacombs. They're leaving up a counter. Get all of our non-basics here coming in. Irresponsible. Hey, we had the Stony Silence. We got baited in by a great card, chat. Verdant Catacombs played. Our Spell Stutter Sprite's getting better and better, chat. We went 4-1 though, and I'm very impressed. This has some power behind it. I think it's hilarious because Pride of the Clouds, like if you were Spirits versus this, the Pride of the Clouds guy would be gigantic. Absolutely gigantic. And then you can just like block anything. Opponent's not doing anything here. They traverse again. We'll allow this to resolve. This is fine. Street Wraith. Alright, at end step here, I'm going to go ahead and flash in Vendilion Click. Let's see what's going on over there. Cracks Verdant Catacombs here. A Stomping Ground. Oh, we're 4 colors, chat. They bolt. That's fine. Street Wraith, Death Shadow. You can have all that. Sure. I just know what I'm playing against now. That's fine. You can have all that greatness over there. Swing for 2 here. Oops. I'm just going to go ahead and collect a Brutality to drain them for a little more. Now the Street Wraiths look real silly, chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th. I could counter one of these Street Wraiths? That's hilarious, chat. Alright, this feels like a great matchup for Bitter Blossom. Path is probably okay as well, as is Engineered Explosives. Kite Sail seems a bit off. Surgical could be good. They like to mill themselves. I think it's definitely a Path, that's for sure. Path and Engineered Explosives. Maybe a Selfless Spirit. Kite Sail's maybe okay. Bitter Blossom feels really good here. Wander's fine. Brutality's probably bad. You're probably right. Zealous Persecution's probably not very good here. Smuggler's Copter seems slow. So So those are probably better for these pieces here. I think I like everything else, though. Maybe just do this 4 and leave creatures in to be blockers. I like that. Let's do that. This seems good. Why is Kite Sail good? Because it clears the way from a Teamer Battle Rage. It clears the way from Thought Scour / Spell Snares, Traverses. Takes all of those fun things. Rest in Peace is probably reasonable. Let's take 1 Rest in Peace for a Kite Sail. They are trying to get Delirium, it appeared. Which means they'll probably have Goyf. We'll do 1 of those. But otherwise, you know. I don't know, that's what I'm thinking. I can't say I've played this matchup very often. Yeah, we'll keep this. We could actually try to forecast a whole bunch. That'd be hilarious. We'll keep. This one's gonna be the last one for the night, chat. Last match, because I want to raid Avaros before he raids us. Seem fair, chat? I think it seems fair. Alright, Wanderer, pass turn. There's Goyf. Goyf doing nothing over there. I'll just play Pride here. Swing for 1. Goyf's just a 0/1. No need to fetch or anything just yet. Why does it seem really bad? We just haven't run into like Bridgevine, Hollow One, any reanimation spells, Jund. It's in for those matchups. There's a Rest in Peace for some of that too. Storm would be fine to bring it in for. I would argue it's not bad. Would you bring in maybe a 3rd Rest in Peace? I could see that, but I think Surgical's fine. Yeah. I bet there's an application for it. Plague. Nightmare Horse. Can't be blocked by white creatures. Enters the battlefield, creatures your opponent control gets -1/-1 until end of turn. The blowouts, chat. The blowouts. What? It's like the token creature. M19 tech. It's a pretty cool horse, too. I respect it. I respect it. Can't block it. I'll just let this resolve. Not saving that much damage here. Oh, wait. We'll wait, chat. We can wait. It'll be fine, chat. Don't worry about it. Bobble. This grows Goyf. I could actually take this. That'd be kind of hilarious. I don't think I want to take it, but I could. I could, chat. Here, I'll path this. I might just leave this around for a turn. Wait for something a little more scary. I have power. I do. I like to think I have the power. Alright, I really don't want to fetch for anything, so we'll just do this shenanigans. Swing, swing, here we go. I'm not too worried about this Plague Mare so far, but maybe I should be. My opponent finds blue. Opts not to keep it untapped here. Am I just pathing this? Give me a lot of time? Sure. Sure. Alright. My opponent apparently does not have any basics either. Alright, we're in great shape here with Spell Quellers now. I think you just attack, you know. It's part of the game. They can opt. That's fine. Go for it, opponent. Go for it, opponent. I will counter anything big, like a Death Shadow. I think Death Shadow, you can't be scared of them just slamming a Death Shadow, and you need to have like answers for it. Watery Grave tapped. Play our land here. I still don't think I get frisky at all with these Spell Quellers here. They are two counter spells, basically. My opponent's basics of choice appear to be Forest and Swamp, unless they just miss the path triggers. Here we go. What do we got? I think I'll counter that. That seems reasonable to counter. That seems a little aggressive from my opponent. There's our stomping ground. They just have a million things. We'll play a Wanderer to get an extra point in. We'll swing for 4. So we could hit for 6 next turn if we flash this in on our step here. I feel like the Spell Queller could maybe do something here, but what is my opponent doing? A Death Shadow here. I'm going to say okay to that. I'm going to let that resolve. Ooh. Okay. I think I just jammed this out here. It's a big, big creature. A little protection here as well. I've never been so excited to see a Pride of Clouds, chat. Why let it resolve? I have blockers. I'm at 11. I have a counter. Stuff like this could happen. They want this back for some reason. So we're going to make everything big, and I'm going to take this Fatal Push from them. I didn't attack, chat. I didn't attack, chat. They should be at much less. They should be at much less, chat. I don't think it'll be a punt necessarily, but I clicked through my combat step. I probably would have only attacked with Spell Queller to put them at 8. Make this just a 5/5. That way we don't just die to Team or Battle Rage. Let me draw something here. We have a Polluted Delta. There might be just an argument to swing with Pride here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What are they going to do? Fatal Push something here? I'm afraid of this, like, swinging in here for a lot. Let's hit for 4 here. I'm afraid of something terribly bad going wrong here. I think we can swing out next turn and we have lethal in a variety of ways. Just any removal. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They were at 10. They just remove like one of these, or they remove this and... Yeah, exactly, this kind of stuff. So they had a way to do 2 damage. They would have killed one thing, and then the pride wouldn't have been large enough. Traverses. They're gonna go get that Nightmare Horse here. Remove this. Hit us. Oh, Street Wraith. Uses Street Wraith. What do we got here? Team or Battle Rage? Won't matter if we block anyway. We're gonna block once with Wander and that's it. Traverse here again. Street Wraith again. They're down to 2. I'm guessing they're looking for Team or Battle Rage or 2 removal spells here. Now that they're at 2, I'll double block. Bobble. Looking for something on their turn now. Scries themselves here. Might have it here, chat. Might be the end. I'm gonna single block here. Double blocking and Team or Battle Rage doesn't do anything for us. Like I said, I gotta beat Avaros tonight, chat. Alright. Got it. Nicely done, chat. Opponent was digging for answers. Alright, chat. This is the deck we played tonight. Let me double check to make sure Avaros isn't just gonna suddenly raid us. We are gonna send you guys over to him tonight. GG's indeed. GG's indeed. Alright, chat. We're gonna send you guys over there before he raids us, chat. You guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on Monday Mayhem. If you enjoyed yourself, hit that follow button as we head on over to raid Avaros. You guys are awesome. This is cool. I have a raid now button. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and raid him though. Thank you guys so much for watching, viewing, supporting. We stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. We normally stream Pyro Prison, so we'll be doing that tomorrow. Till then, guys, thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening.